Good morning. My name is Brad Mihalik, Operations Section Chief, Great Basin Team 3, with your operational update for the Middle Fork Complex on August 30th, Friday. We had a pretty good day yesterday. We've actually had some advantageous weather. We were predicting high temperatures and really low relative humidities, but we've had an inversion layer that's stuck with us through most of the day yesterday. So that never really cleared. So that moderated fire activity yesterday, and we're expecting the same inversion to stick around most of the day today. So we're anticipating similar fire behavior as we had yesterday. We'll start over here on the Bulldog fire. Still continuing this indirect hand line that we've been talking about the last couple of days, up off the 671 road. They got about another day here before they tie into this Rattlesnake Trail area here. Structure protection continues in that Silver Creek Lodge area. They're just doing some final touches on that stuff today. Coming down to the north end of the Bulldog fire, this is all still looking really good. Been parked on this road for multiple shifts. No movement here at all. So this is all in patrol status here. We're also doing quite a bit of road improvement up this 698 road up towards the Silver Creek Spike. So those operations will continue today. Moving around the southwest side of the Bulldog fire, this is all really looking really good as well. Moving into this Lightning Creek drainage, this has been one of the spots we've been watching for the past 3 or 4 shifts. That's all looking really good as well. Kind of hung up in the drainage and some lighter fuels, and we're just keeping an eye on this as this is one of our main concerns with the Bulldog fire hooking back to the west. Coming down off the Bulldog fire, we are still working some of these indirect lines to tie back into the Nelly fire here to prevent this western progression of this finger coming out here. So those operations continue today, as well as some road improvement up through here in order to make it easier for crews and supplies to get in and out. Moving down through the communities of Crouch, Garden Valley, and the Highway 17 corridor, our structure protection group is still out there with their task forces interfacing with the community and ensuring that we got this all dialed in. Moving down to the Nelly fire, west side of the Nelly fire, we had a really good day in here yesterday. We were able to burn this 2 shifts ago. We had crews in there yesterday mopping this up, securing this edge, and making sure this is going to stay put. Up here on this section, plans have changed a little bit as we've had this moderation in fire activity with the inversion that I was talked about. We were able to get some hotshot crews in here yesterday and assess this area, and we determined we're able to go direct in this area, meaning working right on the fire's edge. So yesterday we started the hotshot crews in here direct with handline right on the fire's edge. Today they will be in there continuing that direct line, as well as pushing some dozer line up from the south end of this finger to tie in into the handline. So now with that, this will now be our contingency, which was prior to this our primary line. This will now be our contingency line if we were able to not hold this with our direct line. We could fall back to this line and fire this off. So we've transitioned from an indirect tactic here to a direct tactic. Moving down along the highway corridor, this piece here that is down on the highway is looking really good, and we've actually added some containment in here, so we're just continuing to patrol and monitor the highway corridor. Moving over to the east side of the Nelly fire, over in the Julie Creek area, we have some crews in here prepping some roads and working in here in the event that we get any fire movement to the east. We have a plan in place to hold this corner. We're also starting to do some road improvements up this road, which we're calling the Triple Nickel. We have some falling mods in here, some graders and skidders and equipment in here snagging the road and making this safe for folks to move up north through the fire here. Out along Division Oscar, this still remains unstaffed and hasn't moved at all. We're still monitoring this by air, but no real concerns in this area. Moving up into the Deadwood Reservoir area, where we've had some pretty significant fire growth 2 shifts ago. In here, we're still direct with crews and hotshot crews and dozers in this area. From the road, or from the edge of the lake down into Wilson Creek, we have line all the way into Wilson Creek, and we've also got a hose lay plumbed from the lake all the way into Wilson Creek, so they'll really start to mop up this area now. Today we will have a dozer from Wilson Creek pushing to the east to tie into the old bearskin scar here. So really, we're able to stay direct in here, and this is looking really good. Getting more and more confident that we're going to be able to tie this in and hold this right where it is. We are still working on our contingency lines to the north in the event that we're unable to hold this. As you can see out here, we have what we call MAPs, and this is a management action point. And what that means is when the fire hits one of these points, we have some predetermined objectives that we will want to accomplish. So the fire has hit our MAP 15, and what this tells us is we need to come out here to White Hawk Mountain Lookout. There's a lookout up here. So we're going to have folks out here today assessing the lookout in the event that we need to provide any structure protection out here. So they're going to go out here and assess that and see what we would need to accomplish that. With that concludes your update for today.